Hello, Commanders, and welcome to the stream. We are doing the Galaxy Grand Tour, and we are currently at the westernmost point of the galaxy. So let me show you where that is on the map. Right, okay, it's not very clear from this map, but we are just about here. If we go into the Elite Dangerous Astrometrics live data. Here we can see the live data. So this point was the target of Distant Worlds 2 expedition, I believe. If we go onto here and show, what was it? Planetary points of interest, no, stellar points of interest, I think. Might be planetary ones. Or maybe it comes under something different. Historical. Oh, it should be just here. So I'm not sure what. Stars, recent carriers, megaships, points of interest. Oh, there we go. Points of interest. Right. So here we have Ericsson's star, most westerly point in the galaxy, and I don't think it's actually officially called Ericsson's star. It's officially called Safi HX LBD70, which, if we go back to the game, so we can see we are Safi HXL DB70A1. Yeah. So yeah, that is where we are. We're going to go scan this planet and land on it. Again, as it was the destination for Distance World 2, all of this system has been scanned, mapped, and has had first footfall. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get my name on this system. After this, we'll be heading back towards the centre of the galaxy.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
So let's just go and somewhere on here where we can take a nice screenshot. So we'll head for some interesting geological features. That looks quite interesting geologically over
Orbital
there.
flight engaged.
Yeah, this planet hasn't got an atmosphere. Right, let's just go down the land.
Landing gear deployed.
Right, there we go. We'll disembark. Unsafe temperatures. Can't disembark. Okay. Yeah, I've only had the unsafe temperature thing before. We can't get out in the SRV though, but I'll just take a screenshot from above the ship. Right, I think that'll do for the screenshot. Does look like we're looking pretty much away from the centre of the galaxy here, so I'll take that screenshot and just save that. And we'll just save that with the name of the planet. Right, so yeah, that's saved. Right, so we're now going to head to the next fleet carrier, which is I think it's the only fleet carrier in the void. But let's get to the address for that. So yeah, we are in fin space here, so there will be a lot of frame shift drive injection to get to where we're going. Right, so galaxy map. Right, so that's where we're heading, which is 2,000 light years, but it's going to be very thin space between here and there, so we're going to need to do a lot of careful navigating. For instance, I think there's 2 stars within jump range of here, or maybe a few more. There's another one there. Right, so that's too far away. So is that one. I think we have to go to this one here. That's about the only one close enough to get to, even with frame shift drive injection. Alright, okay, so that is our first one. So that's 137 light years. As you can see, we've got half fuel there, so that was on purpose. I didn't overfill, so we should be able to get back. We do need to do the most expensive frame shift drive injection to get there, but let's just get away from the surface of the planet first. Oh, welcome viewers. So yeah, I'm not sure if you heard right from the beginning, we are touring the galaxy. We are at the most westerly point currently. There aren't a great deal of stars around here.
Frame shift drive charging.
So we are doing frame shift drive injection to get us between the stars.
Engage.
We'll be lucky if we can plot routes for more than 2 or 3 stars for the next probably 600 light years, and it'll be nearly 1,000 light years before we can sort of plot a long route. But yeah, let's start this frameshift drive injection. So if you're not familiar with frameshift drive injection, you need to go to your inventory and go drive down to synthesis and to FSD injection. And there are 3 stages. The first one will get you an extra 25%, which is relatively cheap, just carbon, vanadium and germanium. Next one will get you get you an extra 50%, so that's a little bit more expensive. We've got a few level 3 cadmium and neobidium in there, and for the premium one we've got some of the level 4 ones, yttrium and polonium. And for this jump, this is what we're going to have to do. So I'm just going to click on the button to activate that, and that will double my jump range, which is currently just under 80. Depending on my level of fuel, I'm at half fuel. That gives me about an extra 2 light years jump normally, and as we are doing frameshift drive injection here, in this case it will give us an extra 4 light years jump because we're low on fuel. Right, so back to plot the route. It didn't plot the route when I chose the star. Let's do that again. Yeah, so it's here. Well, there is a star there in between. That is 82 light years, and right. So actually, I could have done that. I could have done that with 2 smaller jumps, but I would have still needed to use frameshift drive injection. But we should be able to do that in one now.
Frameshift drive charging.
So that's 137 light year jump. If you've got any questions about Elite Dangerous you want to put in chat, please do so. Or about the tour of the galaxy. I'll just put. Actually, this data is a little bit out of date. I've not updated it recently. Just put the Galaxy Tour info on the screen. So yeah, that is a little bit out of date. We are now just a bit over halfway, and I've visited a few more systems since then, and also probably a few more sectors.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Right, okay, that's fueled up, probably more than we need. Let's plot a route for the next star. Right, so we can reach that one, I think. Yeah, we should be able to reach that one, and there's another one over here. Let's come and plot a route to there. Alright, so we can't make the second jump. Let's do the first one and see. 74 light years, that should be okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep fuel down to less than half a tank to give me the extra couple of light years jump range and reduce the amount of frameshift drive I have to do. But when you plot a long route, it assumes you have a full tank of gas, and if you can't make any jumps, then it won't plot the route. Right, so this system has been scanned before, possibly by me. just going to check. Yeah, there's nothing in this system we're interested in. So let's plot the next one. Right, so it looks like that is probably the next one. That's 85 light years. So I think we can do 85 light years with the basic frameshift drive injection. But let's check that first though. So right, so go to the ship, go down to the stats. See, our current jump range there is 78. So 78.76 times that by 1.25 gives us, with that we're good for 98 light years. So go to the injection, and we'll just do a basic injection for that one. Right, there we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
We'll still have half a tank when we get there, so there'd be no need to refuel at this one either. So with the fuel gauge, if the fuel gauge is
3, 2,
about level with the second S in mass, for mass locked, then I try and keep the fuel at that level while navigating through thin space. So is there anything in the system worth looking at? There is a water world there. Alright, so let's scan that. It's been mapped. So scan the rest of the system to see what we've got here. Only 9 planets. So yeah, the main aim of this tour is to visit life in the galaxy, and if we find any with biology on there, we'll go and scan those for biology. Okay, so we've got that as a destination now.
System scan complete.
Right, okay, so let's have a look at the system map. Right, so we have the water world there, which will be worth going to scan, and this one here. Alright, so let's go and scan the water world. That'll be worth a couple of million, even though it's been scanned before, and then we'll go and land on that planet and scan the planet life there. Let's update some of this data while we're doing that. So plants scanned, I'm now well over 500. See if I can remember how to edit this. Yeah, so I've now mapped, or I've now scanned over 550 plants, but the first batch I lost because I died. So I never got to cache those in, so that would have been about 200 scans of plants that I lost. And that's 181 species, including subspecies in different colours. I am not sure if I've discovered any more Earth-like worlds since that data. I've certainly found some, but they were already been discovered. Right, so here we're just mapping the water world. So need to fire a few probes to cover the whole surface. So one straight in the middle and then three at the back, so that's the one in the middle hit.
Surface scan by
Now if we look at the back, we can see that the probes hit in the back.
Surface
Right,
scan
so that's that
complete.
one mapped. Right, now then let's go to the planet with life on it and see what's there. I'll get rid of that data off the screen. Yeah, so I'm just beginning to travel the third arm of the galaxy. So I'm traveling the full length of each of the spiral arms of the galaxy, and this is the beginning of the third arm. I just, before that, I finished the second arm, which finished at Beagle Point and the tip of the galaxy near Beagle Point. And then I travelled straight to the tip of this spiral arm. So I haven't actually stopped in the fleet carrier for quite a while now, so probably at least half the width of the galaxy since I last stopped at the fleet carrier. So this will be the first fleet carrier I have visited for a while. In fact, this will be the first fleet carrier I've visited since update 11. So I will hopefully be able to get out and have a walk around the fleet carrier, which is something I have never done before. Although I suspect there won't be any services available because yeah, all the fleet carriers have been out in deep space almost as, well, yeah, longer than I have. So yeah, I think there's a program where they're going back and getting the upgrades, so you can sell your astrometrics data at them, and whatever else they want to add. Yeah, at the moment I can't actually buy any batteries or power supplies, so I am limited to the 100 you have in your capacity. So yeah, I don't actually need them very often. It's only when I'm doing a very long walk, so I'll probably only use about 4 or 5, but they are something you can't get currently away from civilization. It would be nice if you could synthesize them as well, if they added a synthesis for those, so you can make your own batteries and also med packs and ammo. Although you're not likely to need ammo. When you're miles away from anywhere, because there's nothing to shoot very much.
Surface scan by 50%.
Right,
Surface
so
scan
let's see what we've
complete.
got. We have bacterium as normal, stratum, tussock, and alanoids. So, and they all, apart from bacterium, well, alanoids are everywhere. So let's go. Let's get a little bit closer before we decide where to land. Alright, so there's a high density patch of stratum. Is that also high density for tussock? It is. And high density for alanoid. So yeah, we'll go and land somewhere in that patch. We should be able to pick up all three
Orbital flight
types
engaged.
of plant in the same location. So it's a pretty big crater we've got there. Right, that is big enough, I think, for me to take a screenshot. Right, can I get far enough back from it? Okay, I can't get far enough back from it to get it in. I'll take a screenshot of that as I take off. Right, so a solid turquoise patch to give us the best chance. Alright, sand dunes.
Landing gear
That's
deployed.
different. I've not seen sand dunes before, which I imagine is a quite common environment on a dry, desolate planet. Somewhere to land. And deploy SRB.
Low gravity warning.
Right, so we found a tussock straight away. You can see stratum there in the distance as well. So I need to find one more. I'm not seeing any alanoids yet. We'll get what kind they're going to be. I forgot to check what kind of tussock it was as well. So what is this? Happy Tio Yellow. Yeah, I found a lot of that in this sector. Alright, and the stratum. So it's like it's probably green or emerald. Peerless emerald. Ah, right, that's the alanoid. Yeah, a little bit confusing because they look like tussock, but yeah, this species of alanoids do look very similar to tussock, so that is all three of the things we're after in this location. Alanoids are normally large succulent plants, look a little bit like aloe vera with a big flower in the middle. But yeah, you can get these ones as well. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with bacterium unless I just happen to see some by chance, and then I'll do the bacterium as well. So that's that one complete. And that is Arcus teal. Alanoida Arcus teal. Yeah, so I found that 3 times before. So if you're not familiar with scanning plants, you have to scan 3 different ones to get a complete sample, and they have to be a certain distance apart from each other, depending on the plant species. So for alanoids, it is only 150 meters. So if there are some here. It's always like tussock. there, some there. So it'd be nice if Frontier would give us some way of marking locations. So when you find some, because you have to complete one species before you can start on the next, but you may find some on the way, and then you've got to try and find them again. So that is second sample. Right, so I know that was Tussock by the entrance there. These will do. So yeah, that's this planet and this system done. So back into orbit and we'll start plotting a route for the fleet carrier again. I have to say, considering this is called the Void, there's been a lot more plant life here than I was expecting there to be. There's a lot of water worlds. And again, I stop in the system and I find a water world and scan the whole system and find plant life. So yeah, there's been a lot of water worlds, and because there's a lot of water worlds, I found lots of plant life. Right, that was very quick for a planet with 4 on it. So what's that taking? It's maybe 20 minutes.
Retracted.
Take well over an hour doing a planet like that by itself. Right, so
Drive charging.
back into orbit and we'll plot a route to the next system.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So on the galaxy map to plot a route. Alright, so that one is 117, that's a little bit far. That's 109. Alright, so the only closer one is that one there, which is 80. That is just a little bit over our jump range. About that one there, 108. I'll go with that one, I think. So 108. Right, so our current jump range is yeah, we're just a touch short of being able to do. Right, so 79.53 times 1.25, that gives us 99. 79.5 times 1.5, that will give us 119. Right, so let's just check that again. So that back to why is it not giving me any options? Yeah, so we do need to go for the medium frameshift drive injection, standard one.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping.
Right, so let's refuel a little bit. We don't fully refuel. That is enough there. So okay,
Fuel
we have
scoop
another system
disengaged.
with was being visited before. No water worlds here. And let's plot a route. See if we can plot a route. Or maybe it'd just be the next jump we can plot. Right, so we can get to that one. Can we plot a route to there? Probably not. No, right, so actually that is oh right, okay, it's taking us to here. Right, so that can be a good destination to begin with. So let's plot a route just to that one. So those next two steps are actually going backwards. Right, so we have a few jumps plotted in.
Frameshift drive charging.
First one's just a 46 light year jump.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Yeah, with it being thin space, it's very rarely you get a long route plotted in. If you do, it's often like a 4 or 5 jump route, which will take you somewhere where you can get to one jump. If you
Fuel
use
scooping.
drive injection.
System scan complete.
Right, there's 3 bodies here, no planets.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, we probably don't want to refuel at the next stop, or at least if we do, we'll avoid refueling at the next stop.
4, 3, 2,
So
1.
to avoid refueling, what you do is
Engage.
plot it down as soon as the countdown starts, and then when you arrive in the next system, you arrive at that stop. That way, you don't fly into the sun and refuel. So we'll just right. Is there anything in this system? Nope.
Frameshift
Straight
drive
off
charging.
to the next system. So we will arrive there with the sort of minimum amount of fuel advisable. So
3,
hopefully we can refuel there.
1. Engage.
Yeah, so we'll just do a little bit of refueling here.
System
Go
scan
over the top.
complete. Fuel scoping.
So there's only this planet in this system. Right, so this is actually our destination star. We don't have any more routes plotted, so we'll just refuel a little bit more. Yeah, that'll do. So we've got about 2 jumps worth of fuel, so if we can't go any further from the
Fuel
next star, we
scope
can come back
disengaged.
here. Right, so back to the galaxy map. Right, so zoom out far enough to actually be able to see stars. Right, there's one there, that's probably 2. Oh, that's 110, so that's a possibility. Let's just go a little bit further, see if we can actually plot a route to anything nearby. Right, so that is 11 jumps. 11 jumps to get us 250 light years. Yeah, again, we could do that. We could do that using frameshift drive injection in free. Let's do it. Okay, 11 jumps plotted. It's a roundabout route that we can ignore fuel on the way. So it means on the next stop we want to fully refuel,
Frameshift drive charging.
which is a Class A blue-white star. So we should be able to refuel there.
Fuel scoping.
Bodies in this system.
Fuel scope disengaged.
And we have water worlds again, 2 of them. Oh, one's an ammonia world. Right, so we are not fuel scooping anymore, so let's go and scan these. Geology free on there. More geology on that one. Some of the water worlds. So we have a secondary star. There. There. These are the like rocky bodies on that one. There. 6 biology. Right, okay, we're going to be spending a while in this system. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to find a great deal of biology in the void, and I was wrong. So I've got one more body to find. Now what's that? Oh look, that's it there.
System scan
Right,
complete.
so what do we have in this system? Right, so that is the planet with life on it. We have the water world here. Where is the ammonia world? Is it? That looks a bit ammonia-like. No, that's see that one? Ammonia worlds are normally brown. So it's had quite a lot of footfall here, but not. Oh yeah, on that planet as well. All right, where's the ammonia world? Oh, there it is. It's by the second. Right, so let's go to the water world. We'll scan that, and then we'll go and visit those 2 planets. So I suspect those are probably quite a long way off. Didn't check them for distance. Right, okay, so I will be doing about an hour so far on this stream, and I'll be stopping in the next 5 minutes. So we should be able to scan this planet, maybe the ammonia world, depending on how far away that is. But if that's going to take more than 5 minutes to get there, then I will end the stream at this planet here. Shoot the planet a bit. We should be able to use the gravity to slow us down. We'll scan the dark side of the planet. So that's quite a big water world. So that's the front side scan. We should see it in the back soon. Yeah, there's one.
Surface scan by 50%.
3. Oh, well, it looks like we have missed a section on the back. Let's fire a few more of that. I always get that when I get too close to the planet. It's a lot harder to cover all of it from the side, so let's see where this hits. 1% short. Right, so don't know the way it flickers like that. I'm sure it didn't used to do that, but yeah, where that triangle is in the middle of the screen, that's what we're aiming at. And we just hit the
Surface
corner of it.
scan complete.
There we go. Right, so let's plot a route for the. We'll go to the ammonia world first, which is this one. Right, okay, that is 437,000 light seconds away. That's going to take a good 20 minutes to get there anyway, so I will call that the end of the stream now. At least I will have to stop pointed in that direction. Yeah, so don't want to waste your time watching nothing happening for 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll call that the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for watching. I will be continuing again possibly tomorrow, and we'll be continuing towards the fleet carrier. Let's show you where we are in the galaxy in game. So yeah, so that's the galaxy map. So we started around here. Yeah, so we started here. We haven't done that many jumps, but we did find one planet with four species of life on it. And we are heading to a fleet carrier, which is the DSSA Hope Dempsey, which, let's get that system up. So let's see how far we've got to go to get to that one. Yeah, so that's still another 160 light seconds away. So yeah, so we started here, we made it to here, and we've still got a considerable amount of that to do. But after we get to this point, it should get a lot easier, and we should be able to plot a route straight to it. Right, okay. So bye bye everybody. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time.